Morning, everybody. It is 4 a.m. on the 4th, and I feel pretty good. Uh, this is my daily update for the 1,000 mile challenge. I try to post one in the morning, and I try to post one in the evening. I found for me that with my life and work history, my current rate of physical fitness, that the morning after is almost more important than during the workout. I have the willpower to push myself through any workout, pretty much whatsoever. Maybe it takes me a little longer to get there than somebody else, but I won't give up and I'll just grind it out and I'll push. But in the morning, the next day, when I gotta get up, when I gotta get back out there, when I gotta, because I have to work. My work days are hard. Morning after, I found, was my hardest challenge. So I tried a little different approach, and I am instead of just grinding out, because I grinded out 3 miles, no problem, got it done with all the other things I was going to do. Next day, I got up early, went into work. I spent like a whole day on the jackhammer. I had a short break, ran pushing wheelbarrows of concrete, and then went right back to running the jackhammer. And then the next day, or as soon as I got home, I went ahead and knocked out my 3 miles again, and went to bed. And when I got up the next day, though, my arthritis, everything, just knots. I couldn't walk. It was bad. I've had a problem with arthritis for a couple of years that I've been battling. I found that I have the willpower and the endurance to get through any exercise, but I don't necessarily. The recovery time can be very painful and difficult. Now, my opinion on what's painful, what somebody else's opinion on what's painful might be different. I believe that my willpower and my endurance is up there, even that I'm slightly overweight right now, or more than slightly overweight, even though I'm probably 70 pounds overweight. I just know how long I've been grinding this, with the work and stuff, and so I know that I push it. I know I do. I've been to some doctors. It's not just a theory. Check some things out, and but I found that a little bit of trial and error. I tested something that I had heard before, where instead of walking my 3 miles straight, just spread them out a little bit. Might be better, because I need to get 1,000 miles, and it's the volume. The volume is what I'm going for. Not just the one simple day goal. It's the volume every day. So, changing that approach, I walk a mile, do something else, walk a mile, do something else. My mobility was not hindered. It was only improved every day. Now, there are moments where I'm a little tired and stuff like that, but that's only because I'm feeling my day. It's not because physically I can't do more, and it's not because, I'm in worse shape. By shortening up the lengths of those exercises and just targeting on a mile a day, it gives my joints and my ligaments and tendons and even my heart and everything else a much more even keel throughout the day. And I find that slowly but surely I'm raising the bottom. The lowest parts of the day are better. Everything is elevated. Everything in my life is elevated, to be honest. But everything across the day goes smoother and smoother and smoother the more I do this. So, I got my first mile knocked out. I am at 80 miles right now. My current goal right now, I should be to hit my 1,000 mile challenge. I should only have to be at 76.72 miles, which means that even though I got my mile, I'm still almost 3.5 miles ahead. But by the time I get done today, I should be 5-6 miles ahead of schedule, at least, something like that. I'd really like to be at 10. But we'll see. The additional energy has allowed me to make a couple changes. I really want to get to 2 miles in the mornings, and not and not just a mile. And I really hate walking out the door and being, last minute in a rush. So I dialed my clock back and started getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, for me, my regular habits was to be up at 4 all the time. So it's not like I had to make a huge, massive change all the time, all of a sudden. But I found that the more consistently I had to get up before, the more often I would just wake up at 3:45. Not even that big a deal. And then after a while, I decided to dial my clock back to 3:30 because I was getting that mile in the morning, but I wanted to really get 2. And so I said, you know what? Let me make it 3:30. And then I found myself on occasion getting up before that alarm went off. So now I've dialed it back to 3 o'clock in the morning because that allowed me definitely to get my 2 miles in that I want. Still have time to get everything handled and be well prepared for the day and not be stressed out, not be in a hurry, and just keep pushing, keep grinding it out. So anyhow, I'm going to keep taking my notes, and I'm going to keep letting you guys know how it goes and keep updating you as I go through every single day. The good days and the bad. That's why I like to do it in the morning, and I like doing it in the evening. I want you to know how I feel the day after the day's worth of workouts and exercises and recovery. I want you to, it's how you start that day. I think is equally as important as how you finish it. So, anyhow, you'll have a blessed day, and I will be checking in with you here in a few hours after I get done with some more miles and some more homework and a whole bunch of other things I need to cram in today. But I'm well on my way. God bless. I'll talk to y'all again soon.